Hey Dad, welcome to workout number 4. This one is going to be full body as well. So we'll have a hinge motion, a press motion, a pull, and a squat motion, and also core. Okay, so just a little bit of everything. And I made this workout to be just a little lighter. Some of them are more body weight exercises, more of them use the band. It should be something hopefully that's a little bit less setup, so it feels maybe like not as much to put into it. The warm-up's just a little bit longer. You could even do it for more than 5 minutes, so it's like part of your workout. I know sometimes for me when I go to work out, like I just can't, like when there's a lot of setup, like I sometimes avoid the exercises that mean I'm gonna have to start racking a whole bunch of weights, and I just go to the machines where I can just quickly adjust the weight without actually doing anything. So sometimes it's just mentally I need to be able to know that I can do this with minimal effort, more or less. And that's what I'm hoping that this one is, and maybe just something that's a little different. So first thing we have is, of course, the warm-up. So most of these exercises are repeats. You have your straight leg rock back, which we did in the last workout as well. And I will just show you briefly. Right, from your tabletop position, you'll extend one leg out and then just rock it back, however many times they listed, on each side. And of course, we have Marigold here to help out again. Then your bird dog again. So a reminder, bird dog, you'll find your tabletop, extend opposite arm and leg, engage the core, find your balance, really lift that opposite arm and leg. And your options are to either try to connect the elbow and knee. They don't have to actually touch. You can always just do the motion of getting them as close as possible. Or bringing the palm to the knee, really squeezing. Or simply reaching out and then placing the hand and knee back down. Reach out and then place down. So that's up to you. Next, we knock the baby over. Reverse lunge with overhead reach. So you might do the lunge first and the reach once you get into the lunge, depending on your balance. But it's just a step back with a reach overhead. So you are kind of flaring out the ribs a little bit, finding some openness through the shoulders. And then step back, reach overhead. Step back, reach overhead. I like to alternate, but you could do all 5 on one side, right? And then do the other side. Next, we have a body weight good morning. So the good morning motion is just like the deadlift motion. It's a hip hinge, right? So you can have your fingertips behind your ears, and you're simply gonna hinge until your torso is at parallel or as low as is comfortable for your hamstrings. And then you come up. Good morning. I think that's why it's called that. I don't actually know, right? Down and up. So same strong flat back that doesn't round or arch as you lower down and up, down and up, and then stay just really strong in the core, whole spine here as you move in that range of motion. Then high knees, and I didn't put on here how many. We'll say 20 high knees. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 20, and then you'll do it again. If it feels like a lot to be jumping first thing, you can always march it out, but it's really good for your bones to jump, so I would try it. Okay, into the workout then. First exercise is a body weight step up. You're going to find a safe place to step up. So that could be the bench. What I found is that a lot of benches are a little bit cushy so that they're soft on your back. So it can be challenging to step up on that bench because it's not super stable because of the cushion. So it depends on your bench. You'll notice that I'm doing all of these barefoot, these exercises, which at my own house, I definitely would. Of course, in the gym that I wouldn't. But the benefit of barefoot is that it gives me a little bit more stability than if I was in like a cushy running shoe. They do actually make, lifting shoes that are flat soled, so that you do have more stability. You also, if you notice people working out in something like Converse shoes, those have a flat sole, and that's why they do that. Not because it's cool, although I guess a little bit because it's cool, but mostly because it's a flat surface. So you can be barefoot if that's helpful for you, but find something you can step up on. You could even maybe use just the stairs at home, the step up onto like the second stair or farther, depending on what works for you. I seems like step up, that can't be that complicated. You're right, it's not. But we do want to be intentional with the step up. So whatever leg you're stepping up with, you want that leg to do basically all of the work. So from here, I'm going to shift forward until this leg is really going to be able to take the balance of my body, or the weight of my body as I lift up. That back leg didn't push me off the ground, really. It was mostly just me stepping up with the front leg. And then as I lower down, slowly, so this front leg does all of the work, right? So again, this front leg is forward, I shift forward, so it has to work to lift up. I'm barely using those left toes to get up off the ground, and then just slowly coming back down. Could you add a weight to this? Absolutely. Add one weight in like the opposite hand, or a weight in each hand. It's up to you. You could, if you're doing it the stairs at home, you've got the railing for support. Really great exercise, because obviously stepping up onto things is a very functional movement for us as humans. Okay, next, bicep curl with resistance band. Miracle, please stop. Again, I think this is similar to the bands you'll have. I think the bands you have will be stretchy enough to do this. So you'll simply step onto the band either with one or both feet, and then take that bicep curl. If you would like to do this with dumbbells instead, please feel free. This will just give you something that is maybe less setup, because hopefully it's already just out, right? And then do your bicep curls. Next, so those are your first two exercises that you do back to back. Next, we have our bench dumbbell pullover. Now, I don't actually have a bench, so I'm going to sort of modify it with this. Just imagine that I have a full bench underneath me, and you would do this just laying flat on your bench. Okay, so with one single heavy weight, if I do this at the gym, I can usually do it with a 30-pound dumbbell, so just one of them. And you're going to hold the weight, right, like one end of it like this, okay? Sometimes when I'm using the 30-pound dumbbell, it's so heavy that I kind of have to situate it onto my lap and then lay back. This isn't too bad, and also I don't have an official bench, so it's just a little bit tricky. Okay, so imagine there's a whole bench underneath my whole body. My head would be on here as well, okay? And you've got your weight over your face like this. You're going to reach it overhead and then pull it back over your face, okay? Overhead and then pull over, I think it's more like over top of your sternum. All right, and do your reps of that. That actually works decently well, okay? Then we have our good morning. So you've already done the body weight good morning. You could do more body weight good mornings if you don't want to set anything up. If you don't mind setting up Miracle, her hand, one single weight, or if you already used weights for your bicep curl, then maybe you use those. So you can take one single weight right here in front of your chest, and then do that same exact motion where you hinge and then up, squeeze the glutes. So same motion as the deadlift, it's just you got the weight up here at your chest. Right? And again, if you're already set up some weights for the bicep curl, I would just use either one or both of those for this good morning. You could even rack them on your shoulders if you'd rather. Okay, and that's your good morning. Last, we have our Pallof press. This one is gonna mean that I need to travel to another place in the house to show you the setup for it. You'll take your resistance band, and I think you'll have to get creative with where you can set up as well, because it's not like you can just do this anywhere. I kind of picked this place. I think your stairs might also work. So you're gonna take your band and wrap it around something sturdy and secure. Okay, so that it's like right in front of like your chest, your belly area, and you're holding onto it. And this is like a challenging resistance. So if this feels like really easy to do, you might grab it in closer and then pull from there, so that just standing here, keeping this in front of you, feels like work on the side of your body that's closest to the stability point, okay? And then with that tension, you're just gonna press it forward and then bring it in. Press it forward and then bring it in. And then when you wanna do the other side, you'll simply turn around and then do the same thing so that you're hitting the other side. So we're getting our core work in there, just not sitting on the ground doing crunches, huh? Yeah. Okay. You gonna say hi? Hi. And that's it. The last stretches is actually the exact same as the previous video because it's like, it's not broken, don't fix it. But if you get bored of these, like the cool down stuff, you just let me know. I think Miracle, don't do that. You can always switch them up so you've got something different. It's just, I also figure that eventually you'll just start doing whatever feels good for you at the end, but you want to stretch out something. So that's it. I hope you enjoy and let me know how it goes. Bye.